Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Scotland's Bookshelf. We have a bookshelf up, so exciting. Today we are going to be tier ranking every book that I have read so far in 2025. A little disclaimer yap. I'm going to try to keep this so short. A little disclaimer yap before we get started. I almost didn't make this video because I didn't feel like I'd read enough books to make this video worth it. I've read 32 books this year, and at first I was like, it's only 32 books. So I was saving the images as I was uploading them to the tier ranker. I was like, is this even gonna be worth it? And then I was like, girl, be so for real. Be so for real. Because every book, if you read one book in a year, that's amazing. That's better than most people, right? And I had to come to terms. I shouldn't compare myself to other people and their reading. I'm just here to talk about my books. So, with that being said, please enjoy the 32 books that I've read this year. All right, we're moving over here a little bit so that I can put the tier ranking up there. I'm doing it on my iPad. All right, I forgot to start screen recording. The first book we have on here is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is the first book that I finished this year. And I loved it. Obsessed with it. It was such a good book. I'm so glad I decided to read it. I did not want to read it at first, and my sister-in-law convinced me to read it. I was like, just read it with me. The next book's coming out. Just read it. I finished it. I read it New Year's Eve night and the next day and finished it. So, love that for us. I'm actually going to go find, Iron Flame, I actually liked more than Fourth Wing. Oh, I forgot to explain my tiers, but I feel like the emojis are pretty self-explanatory. The top one is the best books ever. The Heart Eyes are I really, really enjoyed these books. They're just not my 5-star top tier books. Then we've got A Little Smile. It's 3 or 4 star. It was a good book. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't that crazy to me. Flat Face. I don't really have a lot of feelings. I forgot it. Didn't care to read it or not reading it. The Crying is ones that I'm disappointed about, and then the X is ones that I DNF'd. So, there we go. Now here we are. Okay, let's find Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm is also in the Heart Eyes. Iron Flame was top tier for me, so it's got to be on a different tier, but I still love the whole series. Cannot wait for the next books to come out whenever they come out. Hanging on the edge of my seat. All right, Rage and Ruin and Grace and Glory. This trilogy, it's the Storm and Fury trilogy by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So good. So good. Obsessed. I read the first book on the 31st of December, read it all that day. And if it wasn't before this year, it would also be on the same tier as Iron Flame. Love that series, love that book. Also, most of the books are gonna go in that tier. I'm not that picky. All right, Cress by Marissa Myers, right? I should make these so that they are, that's a portrait. There we go, woohoo. Scroll back up. By Marissa Myers. I listened to this book. I've loved the series, it really is so fun. It's just not something that really sticks with me, and I don't have a strong desire to keep going in the series. When I got done with it, I was like, yeah, I'll read the next book. I'm such a mood reader, so I just have other books that I want to read before, if that makes sense. Next, The Last Hunter. I read the first 2 The Last Hunter books. My husband asked me to read these with him, to listen to them. There's 5. We just have 1 audiobook, but I stopped after the second book. It's fine. I think I just needed a break. It's definitely not for me, I don't think. But I really want to give it a try and finish reading it because he asked me to read it with him and he really enjoyed it. So I'm going to try to give it my best effort and finish it. We'll see. Okay, A Game of Love and Betrayal and A Heart of Desire and Deceit. I really, really enjoyed these books. I think, no, they gotta go up here. I hate that I'm gonna be putting everything up here, but I loved those books. I could not stop reading them. I read them back to back, and then as soon as I saw that the next book, so this was a duology about kind of like Love is Blind vibe, but for like fae and vampires and elves and all of the things, all of the magical creatures. But then like there's a lot of political intrigue and they get in really dire situation. There's torture, like so good. And they're available on Kindle Unlimited. So good. And then as soon as I saw that the next book came out, I read it as soon as I saw that it had come out. Why is this so hard? It was amazing too. So the first duology is about one couple, and then this next duology is about another couple. And the next book doesn't come out, I'm pretty sure, until next May. I literally can't wait. I'm obsessed. All right, November Nights by Colleen Hoover. I wasn't really disappointed in it, but it wasn't very good. I just didn't care for the characters. I didn't care for the plot. I didn't really love the writing. I've read Colleen Hoover before and I haven't minded. Like, I've liked her stuff. Was not feeling it this time. All right, Divine Rivals. I'm gonna put in a smiley face. I liked it. I read it for book club. It just wasn't anything like spectacular to me. Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsner. I DNF'd this book, and I DNF'd it because I didn't like where it was headed. I don't really mind some spice in a book. I prefer not, but I don't mind spice in a book as long as it's like contributing to the plot. I definitely felt like there were parts in Iron Flame, in all of the Empyrean, where there were spicy scenes that I didn't feel like were integral to the book. Some of them were. Some of them I learned a lot about the characters or whatever that was important to the story. But I just found myself like wanting to skip through them because I was like, okay, cool. We know this is happening. We don't have to talk about it all the time. And I was like 5 pages in and I could just tell that Cleat Cute was not going to be the type of book that I wanted to read. And I was getting the ick from a lot of the ways that it was talking. Anyway, just wasn't for me. So I did DNF that one. Ooh, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. That one's going in the Heart Eyes. I read that one a while ago. And I really enjoyed it. I am currently reading Hellbent because so good. Very weird. So it's like dark academia, murder mystery. There's some murder mystery bits in it. We don't know her background really. We learn about her background in the book, but you don't know. There's this event that's alluded to over and over and you don't know what happened. And you're just like on the edge of your seat trying to figure out what's going on, but it's written very like dark academia, almost slow. Like the pace is almost slow, but not in a way that I was like, oh, come on, like, let's go. It was like, I need to keep reading so I can figure out what's going on. Like, this is like the one time I'd say a book that felt a little slower, I preferred. No. Yeah, even though it was a little slower, I definitely preferred this book. My iPad's gonna end up dying on us. So we gotta hurry a little faster. Oh, Cleat Cute is on here twice. That's awkward. Did they all upload twice? That's cool. Anyway, it's fine. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm just gonna put it in the smile part. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just am not obsessed with it. Like, it was fine. I feel like the writing style was really good. I don't know. I've got a couple other Taylor Jenkins Reid's books on my shelves. I probably will read them, but I'm not. I've got other books I want to read first. You know, it just was kind of mid. Spare by Prince Harry. I'm gonna put this one in the flat face because I don't want to like rate someone's life. Maybe I'll put it in the little smile. I don't want to rate somebody's life, but like it was an enjoyable read. And I listened to it and he narrates it. I read it for book club and I did learn a lot of things. I didn't necessarily care. Like, I wasn't like, ooh, I want to learn about Prince Harry. But I do feel like his story was really insightful and you can learn a lot from reading it about like the human experience, which that's why I like to read. is to expand my emotional intelligence and to understand the human experience more. And so I really did enjoy that. I definitely wouldn't have picked it if book club wasn't reading it as well. Right. The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I did DNF this one. I got like halfway through it and I just could not get myself to read it. And I'm really trying to get to the point this year, like I don't need to put myself into a reading slump to finish a book. And I could definitely feel that that's how things were going. And so I just was done. And that's fine. That's fine. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I am so excited for the movie to come out. I really enjoyed this book. It was so fun. I did listen to it, and my husband and I actually listened to it together, and that was a blast. It was for book club. I did not finish it before book club. So I didn't get to really talk about it with my group. But I told my husband, I was like, let's listen to it. I think it's something you would enjoy. That's really his vibe. And we loved it. We cannot wait for the movie to come out. So that one's about astronaut who goes to space. Again, a lot of like, you don't know his background story. You have no idea what's going on in his, or why he's there or anything. And he makes his friend, and like, so good. Read it. Even if you're not a sci-fi girly, read it, because I'm not either. Okay. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Yeah, I think that one will go in Just a Smile. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't my favorite. Hunger Games goes in Heart Eyes. I am posting full reviews of each of these books on my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So if there's any of these books that you want to see a more in-depth review of, go check out my page. I'm posting one a day until I reach 1,000 followers, or I review all of them. So if you're not following my socials, go check them out. Anyway, the Hunger Games series has all been reviewed on TikTok. The videos did not upload anywhere else. I tried. Anyway, so I'm gonna retry those. I'm just gonna schedule them and see if they'll post starting Monday. Today's Friday when you'll see this. So I'm gonna start that Monday. So you should be able to find these reviews there if you'd like a more in-depth review. Anyway, because if I gave you an in-depth review, we'd be here so long. It's already been 13 minutes. We need to get our show on the road. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes goes in the Heart Eyes. Why isn't it going up there? Catching Fire. Catching Fire goes in my God tier books, my top tier. Mockingjay goes in Heart Eyes, and Sunrise on the Reaping goes in my top tier as well. Love the whole series. Like the Empyrean, Storm and Fury, and the Hunger Games are all top tier series for me, and Harry Potter. Anyway, but those three books, Iron Flame, Catching Fire, and Sunrise on the Reaping, they just hit different. All right. Next we have The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I'm putting it in the crying emoji one because I really didn't like it. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the plot. I didn't like anything about it. The only reason it got rated higher is because it was a vibe. I read it while I was sitting on the beach in the sun, like third day of summer. I had my tanning oil on. That's the only reason I like this book. So, but don't take this review and not read it, because I know it just wasn't for me. The writing style was fine. Was good. It's good. I'm gonna read more Christina Lauren. I just didn't like the plot or the characters. So I just don't think it was for me. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I think this one's going Heart Eyes. I really, really enjoyed it. I think that's my favorite so far. Having all these extra pictures is throwing me off so much. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, let's do The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Okay, I have had the best luck going available now, audiobooks, random order on Libby. And I found my best, my favorite books almost of the last 2 years. Or one of my favorites last year, and this book this year. So good. So this was The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. her fiance, Lydia Bird, is the main character. Her fiance passes away at the very beginning of the book, so that's not a spoiler. Her husband passes away at the very beginning of the book, and it's her exploring, it is a fictional story, but it's her exploring grief and how to grieve, but then also how to move on with her life. And like, so good, so good. Such a good exploration of grief. I'm not currently going through any type of grief, or wasn't when I was reading the book. I'm not now, but anyway. And it made me super, super sad. It could be a good exploration for you if you are going through grief to like read something about somebody going through the same things as you, but I don't know that I'd recommend it. Take that with what you will. It really was a very well written book, and it was very entertaining, and I listened to it, which helped as well. So take that how you will. Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I really enjoyed this book. I'm gonna put it in Hard Eyes. Who could have guessed? It took me a long time to get through it, but I loved it. Loved it. Desire or Defense by Leah Brunner. This one's going in Heart Eyes too. I'm trying to go back through and read all of Leah Brunner's books and catch up on Katie Bailey, because they're putting out a book together in August called Rookie Season, and I cannot wait. They both write clean romances, but this one's gonna be a hockey romance. Leah Brunner, the series I'm reading right now, is specifically hockey romance. I'm pretty sure all of them are. And then I've read a lot of Katie Bailey's books, and they're just like clean romances, and so cute, so cute. And it's taking characters from both of their universes. Oh, cannot wait. Anyway, so that one goes in Hard Eyes. Did we do Yours Truly? No. All right, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I'm just gonna put it in the Smile as well. I really enjoyed it. It was written a little too well for me, if that makes sense. I just got so anxious reading it for the character, because one of the characters has anxiety, and I just got so anxious while reading it that I had to stop multiple times. I started it last year. I finally finished it this year. Like, it just was hard for me. So it was a really good book. I definitely suggest it. It's just gonna go into the Smile. And then, oh, I didn't read Part of Your World this year. Okay. The Hawthorne Legacy. I know I DNF'd the Brothers Hawthorne, but I really liked The Hawthorne Legacy and The Final Gambit. I think I read them back to back, and so I think that I was just burnt out in the world. Like, even the Empyrean series, I loved that series, but I read Fourth Wing, then Rage and Ruin, then Iron Flame, then Grace and Glory. And so, like, I spread them out. So that's the only reason I was able to do any of that, because... Anyway, so I think I just got burnt out with the Inheritance Games series, and that's why I wasn't able to finish The Brothers Hawthorne. I do see myself potentially going back and finishing it at a later time. That time is not right now, but at a later time. All right, Heavenly Bodies by Amani Ariu. Girl, I almost did not pick this book up. I watched a video by Laura. I'll tag her if I remember. I loved her style of reading vlog, especially with this book, and she raved about it. So I just had to read it. And I bought it on my Kindle, did not realize that I bought it on my Kindle, bought it in person, was driving home, and was like, dang, I wish I had this on my Kindle. I wonder if it's on Kindle Unlimited. Opened my Kindle, and it was there. So, anyway, funny story, but I love this book. I pre-ordered the next book as soon as I finished. I literally was like, oh, where's the next book? Ah, dang it, and pre-ordered it. So, obsessed. As soon as that one comes out, you will be hearing from me. Your people will be hearing from my people. Anyway, if you have not read that book, do. Why are there so many books in my top tier? Because I've read so many good books this year, really. All right, which books have I not talked about yet? I am definitely probably missing some, but I am pretty sure the only book I have left is Sunkissed by Casey West. This book, I'm going to put it in Smile. It's a cute book. It's a cute read. Nothing crazy. I definitely enjoyed reading it. I would have ate it up in 8th grade. In 8th grade, I would have absolutely devoured it. But it just wasn't for me at this time. It's clean. It read a little bit juvenile. I did give it to my sister to read because, I mean, she's still in high school. I think she may enjoy it, It's a super easy read. It's a summer camp romance. So super fun, super easy to read, just not my favorite right now. Anyway, I'm gonna count how many books we have on here because I should have 35 because I put my DNFs on there. I only counted that I'd read 32 books this year in my rapid fire that I posted on TikTok. I have no idea what I missed, but obviously I missed a book. It's fine. I really need to update my Notion because there's like 5 or 6 books that I've read this year that aren't on my Notion. Anyway, all of that being said, there is my tier ranking for the mid-year of 2025. Thank you for watching today's video. If you're still here, comment your favorite book that you've read this year or ever. And if you have not read a book this year or do not have one off the top of your mind, comment a heart emoji. And I will see you guys. Oh, on Monday, I'm posting something a little bit different. I'm posting a color with me. I saw some people doing it. I'm kind of doing my own little spin on it. I think it'll be a blast. I don't know how well it will do. It's fine. I don't have a lot of people on my YouTube yet. It's not my top focus yet, so it's fine. We're gonna take it as I'm not putting a lot of time into it yet, and that's okay. Anyway, but I'm gonna try this little color with me. I'm gonna put some like ambiance over it. Anyway, so if you want to check that out, come back on Monday, check that out. Make sure you're following my other channels so you can see all my book reviews, and make sure you're following along on here so you can see all of my reading vlogs. I've got some super fun reading vlogs coming up. I'm gonna do a Throne of Glass reading vlog. I'm gonna do a spoiler-free with all of the books. That obviously won't come out for a while because I am just barely starting. And then for every like 2 or 3 books, I'm gonna do a full spoiler reading vlog. Like do 3 books in one where I talk about my thoughts as I'm going, because I think that'll be a blast. I love watching, I haven't read them yet, but I watched Larry's full spoiler reading vlog, and that's actually what convinced me to read the book. The series, I mean. So I'm gonna do a full spoiler because that will be so fun. I'm also going to do a Brandon Sanderson reading vlog because I read that one Brandon Sanderson book and bought a bunch because I think they'll be so good. I'm trying to think of any other. Magnolia Parks will be in finishing the series. I'm in the middle of vlogs. I think most of the books up here right now are books that I've read already because I pulled them out here to talk about them. Anyway, tons of fun stuff coming up. Thank you for sticking around in this video. Make sure you're following along if you want to see any of that stuff. And I will see you guys on Monday.